This HAN Network video is brought to you by Stratford Antique Center.
In Stratford with Kate Czaplinski, I'm Rob Adams. We're on the HAN Network at Stratford Antique Center. Kate, the guests just keep coming and they keep bringing more cool stuff.
Exactly. Right now we're joined by Rodney Bourdeau and Daniel Shields of Rodney Bourdeau Mid-Century Modern Antiques. And Rodney, I love what you wrote on your sheet. You collected to the point of no return.
I did, certainly, yes. Yeah.
So that's how you got started?
Well, really, and the worst part is that every time I come here, I just collect more. So sometimes I collect more than I sell. You know?
So how did you get so into mid-century modern items?
That's a good question. Well, I always liked Pyrex. I don't cook much, but I just like the look of Pyrex. The fact that it was made for to cook on, to freeze in, and then put on the table to serve. I just like that idea of one dish for everything. And once I got studying and realizing the variation of patterns and the styles, it just got me going, and I started collecting. And one thing led to another, so then it became mid-century cookware, like Catherine Holm cookware from Norway, some of the barware and beverageware, for example, the carousel glasses here from Libby made those glasses. Then we went into a little more elegant glassware with Westmoreland milk glass. The blue milk glass is one of my favorites.
And now, Daniel, we have to ask, so do you share this love of antiques?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yes. Rodney and I go picking a lot, and we're always on the hunt for something new and exciting, and we're always scoping goodwill for pottery and Pyrex and whatever else might cross our minds or cross our fancy, so yes.
Now, would you both agree that they really don't make, kind of glassware and cook items, the way that they used to?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I would say so,
Yeah.
absolutely. There was a love for it back then. There was more craftsmanship involved with it. You're talking about things that were made in the United States. You don't find that now so much. It's very mass-produced, and this stuff was made in New York. It's quality, and you can tell the decades are evolving just by the patterns that you see in the Pyrex, which makes it fun when you think about who had it first and how it's traveled to where we got it, and that kind of thing. I like the story behind things.
Right.
I know nowadays it's kind of like a throwaway generation. You buy something and then it just kind of falls apart and you throw it away.
Right, everything's in those plastic disposable things you get at the supermarket now.
Right. Sometimes I feel like we're the saviors. We're going to pick this up. It would have been disposed of or thrown away, whatever. But, I picked it up and I'm going to save it for prosperity, for the next person.
Yeah, we're the good stewards for the next generation.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's a good way to put it.
I have to put, this is particularly interesting, this carousel glass set. I mean, tell us a little bit about that.
I just got those glasses not too long ago. I bought them
At Goodwill.
Yes, at Goodwill. I forgot where I bought them. Bought them at Goodwill. The carousel holder, the holder didn't come with it. I had this holder, and it was the blue, and I like the blue. Picks up the blue there. But I like the fact that you can carry this way. And it's got a wheel type situation. It looks a little bit like a carousel.
Yeah, it does. Wow, that's so interesting. So where are you guys set up here? Oh, sorry, Rob, you want to ask a question?
No, go ahead. I was just going to follow up with how beautiful this set
gorgeous.
is right here. This blue is just tremendous. And what can you tell us, if anything, a little bit more about it?
That's the Westmoreland Glass Company made that, and that pattern is called, this pattern's called Quilt. This pattern is called Flattened Diamond or English Hobnail. Two different names, yeah.
When was that produced?
Where or when? I think in the 70s.
Wow.
I'm not quite sure.
The flattened diamond, that's what it's called? I see that, so often in, whether you go to your grandparents' house or something, and you see that glass that has that design, it's like so familiar. It's kind of like childhood a little bit.
Right. Well, there's two names for it, Flattened Diamond or English Hobnail. Depends on who you're talking to.
See, I like that I'm learning all these new things today.
And there's something to be said about the quality, as we were alluding to before, but this is just, you can pick it up in your hand and feel how well it's constructed.
It was not made in Japan.
No.
Or China. However, some foreign. I like Catherine Holm cookware. Catherine Holm was the name of the company, not the lady. It was designed by a lady, but her name wasn't Catherine Holm. And it was made in Norway. Okay, this was very popular, 1950s right up into the 70s, I would think. It came in beautiful colors. This particular color is one of the most popular, the olive color, which was popular in the 70s. The pattern's called Lotus Leaf, and it came like this would come in a a series of bowls, nest of bowls. Also made saucepans, tea kettles, coffee pots, and it's enamel on metal. And it's very popular today.
And we should mention you have 2 areas here at Stratford Antique Center, right?
I have 4.
4.
I have 2 booths and 2 showcases.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got a good setup here.
Yeah. Well, it's collecting too much.
Well, it's also you're successful and it's blooming, so we
Yeah.
had to have more space to sell more stuff.
It just grew.
So-
I mean, I started out with 1 case, soon needing a booth, and then soon needing another booth and 2 more cases. So it just grew. But it's a great place to shop. It's a great place to sell from. There's good customers, good people here. The management here is fantastic. Fantastic. I've been in a couple different antique centers, and this is the best I've ever been.
We love to hear that. We're hearing a lot of that today so
Yeah.
far, Rob, which is really great.
Oh, we absolutely are. No, this is
Yeah.
great and beautiful stuff you brought out
Yeah.
today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rodney and Daniel. Really appreciate you guys coming out.
Thank you.
All right.
It was fun.
It was. Well, we're going to take another quick break, be back with much more live from the Stratford Antique Center after this.